Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
There's a nice move, and a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go.
And once again, it's Scatterbroo. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. There for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's 2nd and 8. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, McAllister. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd down and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Decker. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Here's Barrett. He gets it to Cooks. And he is going to have the 49ers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3 barely. But the mark shows first down. Met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Niners at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now Barrett. Now he'll tuck this and run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. To throw is Barrett. And that's complete to Colts. He's into space past the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it. We'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Michael Williams. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. McAllister will dump this off to Scatteroo. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2nd and 10. The first carry here for Jordan James. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Barrett. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 5.
They run it with James. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Barrett will look to pass it.
That is caught.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Here's Barrett looking to throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side. It's Decker. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down.
70 Lions.
Working out of the gun, it's Barrett.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. At the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. McAllister. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. McAllister.
He'll get this to Scatterby.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
First down, here's Scatterby.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He finds his man complete. That's Flores. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Operating from the gun, McAllister. He finds his man complete. It's Flores. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts them in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
Back to throw again. Touchdown, Giants. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants have retaken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They'll run on first down. Decker. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Back to throw Barrett. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. But he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Barrett.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McAllister. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Scatteroo.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Let's go. Panthers 60. Panthers, come 19. Come 19.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Go, Reed. Go. Steady.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
70 Lions, 79 Broncos.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Dragon 60. Viking 18. 18 rattle. 18 rattle. Big Lion. Scoop.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors as the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Will Reichard to kick off.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete to his running back, Scatterbo.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
79 Broncos. 69.
Back to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flores. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Firing that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Flores.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
Come on. Trap 60. Trap 60. 70. Hey, smash Broncos. Warriors 70. Dragon 60. Steady.
Operating from the gun. McAllister.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors.
His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey.
Now Barrett. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. Fighting his way through contact. He is out of bounds inside the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
Here's Barrett. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And his kick is gone. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time ever they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but it left him no room to run as he goes straight out of bounds. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Hey, check that. Street. 70 Silver Wolf. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Hey,
Operating from the gun, McAllister. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Buffalo 18. 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run here with Scalaboo. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Bronco 80. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Let's go.
2nd and 5. Over the middle, complete. It's Douglas. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Barrett. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rodgers. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Throwing here, Barrett. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. To throw is Barrett. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
James. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Jordan James, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
49ers 17. Will Riker to kick off.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Giants.
Here we go, set. Bronco 80. Mustang 19. Let's go.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 16 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Scatterby. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
It's a loss of a yard.
Second and 11. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. McAllister. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Here we go. 19.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Cam Scatterby taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
17.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Ready, take up.
Up the middle they go. It's Decker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
Set. Liking 18.
Barrett will look to pass it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set. Ready. Motion, motion. 70 Lions.
Here's Barrett looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Back to throw Barrett. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Barrett. That is Coleman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Off the play fake. McAllister. And he goes down. That's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. On third down, here's Scatterby. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken up around the 40. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Decker. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got Decker, left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Looking to throw. Barrett.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's caught, Decker. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble and second down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses this game.